Start streaming, I'll be streaming. Let's get it all up to here. Hello, I'm in the frame right now. Yeah, boom. That's gonna look weird on playback. We are here. I don't know why that's mute. Does that make a difference? Yeah, boom. Ah, this is playing back what I'm hearing. Okay. Sorry I am late. There is a few sound difficulties I was having with the old new earphones and setting them up. And so you can hear everything that's going on within the game and everything like that. So why are we here today? Let's have a look. Number one, also got a new screen as well. So it should be looking more visually impressive. Hopefully, fingers crossed. That's the way. You know what? I'm just gonna try, just while we're waiting. Just while we're waiting for everyone to turn up. Just gonna make this come off like a yodie road like this. Just so it can avoid the town. And it can just swing right through. Like that. And then also come off at the fish farm here. We're just going to do this just nice and easily, just to reset traffic. There we go. Hey, people are here. Hello. And just having a look at my position on the camera and everything. Seems to be very hunched over there. How am I here? No, wait. It should be over here. It should be over here. Then I'm right in the middle of the frame and it doesn't look too weird. So we've got the shore cooking up. Yes, can you hear me? Mic check. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, mic check. Yeah. Okay. So in all seriousness, we should probably get down to it. Oh, hey. Q's Tune. Hey, thank you very much. Just give you a little tour while I'm here. How are you doing today, Q's Tune? Yo, Clegg, who is waiting for Hermitcraft 8? How you doing? Glad I hope I got through that okay. Oh dear God, the campsite has burnt alive. Oh dear God. Someone's campfire got a little bit out of hand. We need old Rocker to come and sort that out. And yeah, just spinning around University campus. That was a kind of a rush job. And this is the beautiful wood, Squirrel Woods Industries. Ooh, do I have any tips for the consoles? I did play it on console once. I would say just be patient, I guess, with everything. I don't play with too many mods. I don't like to get too into them. I was going to download a pub for today's episode, but I have kind of chickened out on that because I'm not really down with the mods. I do have mods on here like President Manager and the Move It mod, but I use them for very basic things or just things that would save me time. And I guess that's what you would generally have to be more patient with is on the console is just making more of an effort to do things right where we can just paste over it. How big? I've only got 9 tiles. How big is it on the console? Haven't unlocked these ones yet. Oh, thank you. This area. Thank you. I did that last week. There's a whole video down in. So yeah, we did this all. I did this without any kind of research or information, and yeah, just went. Literally, just spent 2.5 hours putting all that together, and boom. Oh yeah, I haven't unlocked the 9. Haven't unlocked the 9 tiles, so I'm still playing on 9. So I've got 6 here at the moment, and then we're going to be expanding this way to open up to 3 here. And oh, nice! Thank you very much. I love a new subscriber. This is so weird. Thank you so much. I just um yeah. So, do you play left-hand drive or right-hand drive? Have you guys had the Bridges and Piers pack on console as well? Because that is gives you some really good new additions. See, it's always that tough choice. It's always that tough choice to go left or right, seeing as most of the world does do right-hand drive. So to gain more of an audience, you would, I guess, try to appease that market, wouldn't you? But no, I'm sticking to my guns as well. Everyone's driving on the left here. So narrowed down my target global audience to 3 or 4 countries, I guess. It's us, the Australians, and somewhere else in Asia, I think. I don't know what a combo spot would be. I do have an Instagram, so if you follow Bertie, there's a link to my Instagram in the link below, I believe. So I'm going off screen for 1 second. Yes, there's Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So if you hit me up on that, then I will definitely have a look at it. I do need to get one of these Discord servers, but I'm not exactly sure how to like go about doing that. Like I did look into it at one point, and it was like a whole new world, and you don't want to get too. Felt like I get too sucked in, and just you want to do something when you first do it. We all want to do it very good instead of having to come back and like fix it afterwards. Or if you set it up completely wrongly, then I see. Give me just 2 seconds there, and yeah. So I'm going to save this bit because I think Old Rocker will be on in a bit, and he really wants to see a pub in this area. Old Rocker is a fellow subscriber of mine, and he really wants to see a pub in this area. So I'm going to leave that for him for now. Oh, biggest strength. I would say one of my most popular videos at the moment is okay. It would have to burn down when I try and show someone. But before this looks really good, where the mixing and matching the festival area to try and make it all one again. And we'll come back to it when all the trees are regrown. I like that. And I guess biggest strength. That would be my number 1 strength, I guess. And just thinking of weird ideas of how to combine everything together so it kind of looks like a functional thing in kind of like a vanilla game, because you can actually get every one of these things in the base game. There's nothing too outlandish here. And that's the kind of the great challenge about playing in vanilla, is doing that. We did have my April 1st motorway junction there, and that's probably one of my best motorway junction that I've done for Mr. Johnson. And yeah, so there's a whole video on that one somewhere on my channel. What are your greatest weaknesses with this? Okay, so let's get designing a little bit. It does bug me in this game where there's not a whole variety of like small little parks that we can put in here. Oh, that look really good. Try and give this, is it an opera house? It's a theatre of wonders, like an artsy fartsy type look. Ah, thank you very much. I often did that. I often, back in the days before I recorded things, and before I started recording these like projects and things, I would just literally, I would go build too fast too soon and just absolutely jam up the motorway thing. So we started here in Badgertown, and we gently expanded outwards. So there was like a smaller junction here, and then I just made it just a very conscious effort to expand on the opposite side and just leave like a field in between, and then make sure like there was like an industry bit here so it didn't get clogged up. And then I was very mindset that I was going to put like small villages just around on the outskirts, and then have much more built up districts at the bottom, as you would normally drive down. If you were driving down to like Brighton, say, then you would pass all these like little hamlets and villages. So that's what I was trying to bear in mind. But this university campus actually took me by surprise, because I didn't realize how big it was actually going to be, and that's why it's fairly crammed in, as you can tell. And then there was this other one that I just put together just to pass, you know, one of the population graphs. You see, I'm kind of like 50-50 about that, because, oh yes, it's all regrown. Here you go. Here's my greatest strength. Right here. Now the glamping side is burning down. What is going on at this festival? We need some better fire marshals. Yeah, so you can see where we brought in, this is a great live stream we did last week, where we brought in basically, you know, the Parks Life camping, I think it's the nature reserve park on this side, and then we mixed it with the festival DLC and other bits and bobs to bring in like the whole festival area vibe. What really annoys me is that you make all these props and they never use them. They never use these props. This is actually my favourite band as well, so... I just go slowly and consciously. I don't think I've like I normally when I played this by myself, I just used to just cram and just go straight for it. Caravan things. these things. They are tents from the DLC pack. Hold on. No, it's the Parks Life DLC, and that is here. Campsite, nature reserve, and they are little tents here. So once again, that's in the parks and plazas. You've got to have the nature reserve, and then you've got the tents right here. So then you put them all together like you would in the festival, and then boom. Thank you. Thank you very much. But there are, I think there's 2 videos on this now. There's a live stream version, and the actual like proper produced video that I did, if you could call it a proper produced video. Right. So what have we got here? What are we doing? What were we doing? I'm getting carried away. Yeah, we're just chilling, chatting, and making this place a bit more decorative before we spill into this area, I guess. So what I like to do is like I move all my trees out, and then I put all my trees back in where I want them, so it just saves on the old CPU and usage, just so when I come to doing a live stream like this, my computer's not like chugging along and you're dropping frames and doing all that tech stuff. So here we go. So we've got our Theatre of Wonders. I guess this is like an art gallery, I'm gonna guess. So let's try and make this kind of fancy. As you can tell, I'm the most eloquent of people. So yeah, they match. Can we just... Oh, that's good, that's good. Can't go any further because that would destroy that building. It is always annoying. Did that happen to you today? Let's see, I just use the movement mod just to basically save some time and effort. Oh, you missed online school. Oh, damn. How is that even working? Working like at the moment? Because I'm working from home, so I guess like... Okay, so move that in there. You see, I have an iPhone, so I just put it on auto like for the week, and it always wakes me up early for marathon training and stuff. And then I throw my phone on the other side of the room, because that way, when it goes up, I have to like get up and go for it. So I don't know if that helps. Or get like an old school alarm. Like go like I'm gonna guess you're like a naughty's baby or something, and we had these like little clock alarms. They look kind of like this, and they're like analog on the front of them. So you could probably set the timer to that every day, launch it across the room, and then when that goes off, you need to go find it. No, not at all. The thing is, unlimited money, I have kind of an issue with. Well, no, I don't have an issue with it because you got So that was just this like stock phrase there, wasn't it? Like going forth. Uh, I mean, it's good because you get to do whatever you want, right? But this game, money really does come quite easily. It's not like, say, it's not crucial that you earn money in this game. It just seems to come quite natural to. Let's mix up these trees in this fancy art gallery area. I mean, look now. I've got £10 million right there at the bottom, nearly, if you round it upwards, and yeah, it gets a bit silly after a while. All the money that comes in, like I guess it's just to prove like at the beginning, just to make it a little bit tougher. But like once you get past that, it's absolutely fine. Oh. Oh wow, you just went straight in there. See, when you change computers with this game and you start again, you lose everything that you had before. So I effectively had to start again and do all that stuff over. Okay, so let's see if we can find another smaller park area. And so basically I went through and I had to unlock all of these, and did a whole series on unlocking all of them. We're not going to talk about the football. Absolutely not going to talk about it. We're having a day of mourning. Also, I'm not qualified to talk about football in the slightest. So yeah, I went through and unlocked all of these, and there's some pretty unique challenges to unlock some of these, which are quite weird and wonderful. Mum's the word. Mum is definitely the word today. Yeah, I don't think there's any. Ooh, that's quite artsy. Oh no, that's quite medieval, isn't it? Yeah, we'll save that one for another project. Now that one is quite. No, it's too big. Damn it. So let's have a look. What was this one? That's a fishing island. Ah, I thought it was going to be something better. So we're just trying to make this area have a look like it's its own kind of thing. And this is going to be quite telling of me. Ooh, but I want to put in kind of like an organic section here, just so we get some crafts and things on board and things. Okay, and oh, get in. No, can't. Yes. Okay, so let's have a look here. Let's go through these and just see. So this is kind of like a good artsy outside area. We will take that. Sorry about that. I was just checking on the sound and just making sure the sound wasn't bombarding you guys and girls. Those aren't artsy enough for me. That can stay because that provides parking. What we're looking for is like outdoor vendors and things and that, just to really try and, yeah, that will do. Just bring in home in this area. In fact, we don't need paths all over the place. Let's turn that down a little bit. Let's do something a bit different in this area. I don't know, let's say go to props. What props can we put in here? Well, let's carry on with the bench theme. And just have some of these on the grass area. As if he was selling to like more customers and this was almost like a outdoor beer house. And obviously still a little bit drunk. But it's okay. And then we're going to merge these trees in a little bit more. Just to bring in this kind of area. Just try and make a conscious effort to change the variant up and make it a bit more delightful. There we go. So now we have done that area almost. Just got a few more little trees to go in. I wish there was a few more statue options in this game, or something along those lines. So we brought that in, and now what are we going to do with this? How are we going to deal with this? Let's have a look. Can we get a design line in? Yes, yes we can. Oh, actually, yeah, if we just bring that in, it just changes the shape up just a little bit. Did like how I started today off saying, oh no, I don't use move it that much, and I don't do this, and quite clearly doing all of it. Just very, 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 very unconsciously doing it all. Let's try and make this... where did I see those? Where did I see those things that I needed? No, not a wall. I need a hedgerow. So I think the hedgerows were... Where were they? Were they in props? I think they may have been in props. Or was it City Gardens? I think it was City Gardens. In the prop section here. Yes, there we go. Just trying to bring in a variety of colours. Just... Nope, not gonna happen. Oh, I know what we could do. We could bring in something else, like one of those stands like this. Spin that around like that, so it doesn't... like that. That just breaks up the grassy areas there. You get a little bit more creative with it. Just bring that a little bit over. I see. Do I want to go? Yeah, I want to go 90 degrees because that looks better. See, this is why I use Move It Mod for, just to save me a little bit of time. Where if I was on console, I guess you would have to be a bit more painstakingly doing it all. Come on, don't play games with me. And just need to go back and get another one of those hedgerows, and we are done. Apart from, we need some seats, so if we go back to that, and we go park benches here. Or do we want big park benches? Ooh, this is the question. This is the question. How am I looking? Okay, right. Boom. I mean, they don't actually use these anyway, so I don't... as long as they look alright, an average. I just thought, what about one of those alarm clocks that like have like wheels and they run away? I've always wanted to see what one of those would be like. And then you have to like wake up and chase it, otherwise it just like goes around everywhere, causing big havoc. Okay, so definitely done proud on that area. Just got to blend in this bit. So let's have a little look. How can we... maybe we could have this as like the normal section. And just have like anything inside this bit is a bit weird and funky. And then we're going to go back to have one of these. There you go. And just going to put some normal everyday trees along here, not the fancy kind, but just the normal. I need to get that tree rotator. Ah, bless her. There we go. Let's put a desire line. Sorry about this. And in we go. We've got this desire line coming in. Oh no, that's not a desire line. There's a desire line. And just going to move it, mod it. Back up to here. There you go, like people just try to jump off and try to walk around. Oh, these are really green, these trees. I'm going to try and make them just blend in a little. It's all about finding that sweet spot between the two. And there we go. Right, so we've done the theatre here. Next order of business is these little bits in between, I guess. How do we plan on sprucing these up? Well, let's bring in some fences and start really... That's the thing, I'm always a little bit scared of bringing in mods, because you could probably do a lot more. I'm just going to put a gentle curve in that. Could even make it go along here, I guess. Aha! The things you can do with the Move It mod that you can't on, like, normal. Oh, that's cute. It comes with its own back garden area. So now let's put in a path just to really spice things up. Will you let me get to that cube? This is also the most annoying thing about Skylines, is it won't let you get to that cube. The cube you need, it won't let you get to. See, I'm going to try and blend this path in with these buildings. Okay, I might be a little reliant on the Move It mod. But it just comes so naturally when you're using a PC. Like, it is one of those, like, top mods that you can't live without, and I don't think I can go back to. So you can just do a little bit of tuck work, nip and tuck work there. Done. And we could bring in a design line like that. And we're not going to touch that. And I think my nip and tuck went a little bit too far. Whoops. We will wait for that to restore. Okay, so we lost like a whole shebang there. Okay, so what go along here? See what I mean? It's not a wide variety of things that you could put in here. I guess like benches and make it like an adult kind of area. Put a few lamp lights. And then our lovely friends, the trees, can come in. There we go, that's that one all done. Well, not all done, because we've still got to wait for that to come back in. And we can bring more and more over to this side. And in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this as a historical building, just because of that garden. I want to keep that garden there. Did we accidentally destroy another house? Whoops. Okay, so the Move It mod does have a downside where it takes out buildings if it feels the need to. There we go. Let's hope a new one comes back in. See, it didn't exactly warn us on that one, did it? So that's a bit cheeky. See, I wonder if we just have this like overgrown area here and it just... No, that was a bit too much, I feel. There we go. It's like the garden that no one ever bothers looking after. And now it's just overgrown with weeds and stuff. See, I want to get my big building back, so we're going to demolish that. And that one. Oh, yep, perfect. You see, you gotta cover these things up somehow. So with that, boom. And so yeah, so all of this was made painstakingly without mods really. It was just doing the little tips and tricks I'm doing now, and bringing those to life, and just using all the various little assets and props to build like basically little staging areas for little things. And then bringing in businesses as well, bring in people, and that's basically it. Where is my friend, old Rocker? He should be here. That's okay. Family comes first, my friend. Family comes first. I completely understand. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a little nature walk over here for the kiddywinks. And you know, it's like little nature trail type things that you see. We used to have one, like a nature area. Probably wasn't as big as what we're making it, but it had like a pond, and we learned about toads and stuff. It's just like, you know, just an area where the wildlife basically reigns supreme. There we go. Now you see, they also don't do ponds. Ponds would be a good one for like vanilla as well. Or like, what could possibly go in here? Let's see. Is there anything wildlifey in the camping? Nope, just a telescope. Let's put a telescope down just for fun. There we go. And let's have a look. Is there any? No. Correct me if I'm wrong, or if you see something. No, there is no ponds. There is no like tiny little ponds like wildlife ponds. That would be like really good to see. I mean, there's that beehive place, but the beehive is just way too big. Then we've got this place, which we've got to do something with, and yeah, so we've got the little adventure trail here, and we're just going to flood that full of trees now. Not flood, but you know, bring in more trees. Just to liven up. We could bring in some stones, some little pebble stones, just to mix up the texture a bit. Turn them on that way, just so you know when they're playing hide and seek and stuff. If kids still play hide and seek, then there's lots of things to hide around and do all that stuff. No, way too close to that. Nope, too close to that. Cool. Okay, so we got that in. Now we're moving on to the middle school. Middle school? Is it middle school? Secondary school? What's middle school? Secondary, middle. Yeah, what are they call it? High school in America, isn't it? That's the one I need to avoid in the lexicon. Okay, so teenagers would love a skate park, but we can't fit it in. Oh dear. Okay. So guess let's also have like a little look. Guess that's also too big. Yes, it is. Okay, so we're gonna come over here and we're gonna build like a tiny little park. And yes, got those two together, although I'm gonna move this one up just a tad. Like there, I guess. Yes, because that still allows us to put a row of trees on the other side. And yeah, so let's move that up one and see if we can make that into a bit more of a concrete jungle, just doing a vanilla thing. But you can see what I mean, Cleggs, who is waiting for Hermitcraft 8, that by doing this and just focusing on like little tasks, it kind of stops you from doing too much too soon. So by really focusing on this area, just gonna push that down. The tearing is so annoying. Okay, we're gonna push that way, I guess. Oh no, it's even worse. Okay. Right, so if we're gonna have tearing, let's have tearing around the skate park, because that way it looks intentional. There you go. You see, it doesn't look too bad now compared to like the other tearing scenario that we had. And obviously this is like a small little custom park that we're going to be doing, so let's bring in, obviously if you came with your family and stuff, there would be a little park for the little ones to be enjoying. Should I be conscientious of what way around the water bottle is? I mean, I'm promoting a healthy lifestyle by drinking water and not all those sugar-fueled things. God, I'm sounding really old. That's a ridiculous thing to say. Drink all the sugary drinks you want, kids. And adults and anyone else who's watching. I actually quite like that border. I feel like I would put another fence around it, but there's already a fence here. And so we're just going to put like a little custom park in. Let's have a look here. Where did... Yeah. So we're going to put our own little custom park in here, just to really try and finish this area off. What have we got? We've got 3 roundabouts. Let's put a little thing in on the other side. There we go. Now we need... Yeah, we're going to put a little fence around this, because they always have little fences to keep them in. Because they are horribly known for take your eye off them for 2 seconds and they're gone. So let's see, where we're looking for that one. And we're going to put a fence. An amusement park fence, why not? Ooh. This might be too high a fence, really, to be fair. There you go, stops them wandering out into the road. And just gives this area a bit more of a flavour. Uh-oh. Damn it! See, that's why you always stop it short and then use move it mod to move it back in. So let's see if we can join that up nicely. There we go. Oh, you can't actually get in now. Okay, right, that's a whole new challenge. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so let's have a look. Wonderful. We're going to bring that back just a smidge. I wonder if it'll let me do it as two separate. No, it won't. Okay, so how are we going to do this? We're going to have one go off, have one slightly shorter. Yeah, just make it two slightly shorter bits, and there we go. Now we have a kind of a playpen. Fortunately, there's no swinging gate, so I can't put a gate on it. So there we go. One kind of park adventure, dog area, or all to enjoy there. We won a trophy apparently, which is always good to see. Come on, you trade school. And feels like too many trees there. There you go. Don't worry about if you do make a mistake, just you feel like you've overdone it, you can just correct it a bit. And it's got to be one of those potential schools with all those trees in a line. There you go, that cover up the front entrance. I don't know if those schools actually exist. But there we go. Okay, just periodically I like to see what it looks like from outer space and just see how it's all fitting in together. It's fitting in rather well, I would say. There we go, we're going to bring that down to there. Would you just be able to... I guess it would be a back way out of schools, because there generally is anyway. Yeah. Yeah, you'd have a front and a back. Hey Andy, how's it going? Is it still hot in the United States? See, they would have fields though for like running. Because I remember my teachers used to make me run. I used to hate it around the field. And now I'm doing the London Marathon, which is ridiculous. Yes, no, I've decided this is going to be one of those potential schools that has trees all the way around the outside. Just to mix things up. But it should have like an eating area, like an outside eatery. Well, we used to, yeah, courtyard is what it's more famously known as. Let's see, courtyard. How are we going to do courtyard? Oh, courtyard. So if we come here, we go over here. Should be those wooden decking. perfect. Bring in the wooden decking. I'm just going to be very rough with this, I'm not going to lie. That's way too much, isn't it? Oh no, that actually looks rather good. Just don't look too close. There you go, that kind of blends in a little bit more. And courtyard. Oh wow. It has been non-stop rain here today and thunder. And as you would expect in the movies that you've seen, that is the kind of British weather we're having today. Is the stereotypical. Let's get some of these cheap benches going down. The stereotypical movie weather you see of Blighty, all covered in rain. Oh, I didn't know they changed colour. Oh, don't ruin the pattern. Ah, damn. There you go. One courtyard of chairs. Is there anything interesting that we can get away with? Put one of these down just as, you know, games or something. Be stored in them. That was just slightly out of whack. Oh, we had the tropical thunder, my friend. We had the whole Hail Mary 9 yards of it. And, yeah, let me know if the sound is getting a bit annoying or... Because I'm not sure how to judge the background sound because I'm using new headphones. So I'm not recording sounds that are happening in my headphones, if that makes any sense. So if those bells are a bit annoying, let me know. And I will do my best to try and fix it. You know, it just feels right that that should be kind of more enclosed. And should we try and even this up? Let's try and even that area up just a little. So it's just my OCD. If I'm going to be doing detailing, then I want to get my detailing right. Like, there's no point coming in and trying to fix something and make it look a little bit better if you're not going to do a better job of it. So there you go. We smoothed out those 3 lumps and we made one nice, lovely, consistent line now. Now I am going to leave these patch of grass, if you can believe that, just so not every square has been doodled on. Maybe bring in a tree over here. Where is Old Rocker? Old Rocker should be here as well. I hope he's alright. Oh, big challenge for this one. What are we thinking? I am saving that for Old Rocker if he shows up. If not, I'll do it in a bit because Rick and Morty is kicking off at 10 p.m. GMT time over here. and it's incredibly good. So what were we planning to do over here? I think we should do more like ceremonial gardens, more fancy gardens, like those hidden gems that you see in cities. Where if you walk down the right path, that's what I love about London, is where you walk down the right path and then suddenly there's like an 18th century like church, and then you're like, oh my god, yeah, this is actually the famous temple where the Knights Templars are, and you just randomly found it walking one day in between the tubes because the tube station was shut. Which is like the beauty of that area. And that's also, if I had all the money in the world, I would buy a house in the city of London. That is where I'd most like to move to if I had, in the UK, if I had all the money in the world. And you would need all the money in the world to live there. But great thing is, you're in the middle of the city, and you're in the right heart of it all and everything, but no one lives there. It's all businesses. There's like 10,000 people on the weekend. During the week, it's 100,000 people like working there. Yeah, okay, they'll be a bit stuck up and rude and obnoxious, but on the weekend, they won't be there. It'll be brilliant. You could have the whole like middle section of London to yourself. And yes, Andy, the city of London is different to London. Because there was a time where like the English were trapped in the thick walls in the city of London, and the French were stuck outside. And that's why That's why it's two different. That's why it's a city within a city, I should say. Is because it was so well protected, they just didn't bother conquering it. And that's why it's got all these different rules and regulations and everything. This is too much of one tree. Ah, now we're not spreading out the variant of trees. Could this be a good thing? There we go. We're gonna have a tree park there. See, let's have a sneaky backdoor way through. We could do. Just thinking about how to conquer this the best. Gonna change the path type, don't you worry. But here we go. So see, these are way too close together. So changing the path type over to that, and now it's time for prop central. So we need to bring in all the props. What could be going on here? What could be going on here? We need more statues in this game. It's very apparent there's a lack of statues and things of generals and stuff. Feels like there wouldn't be much behind here. But we're just going to try and make it a little bit pretty. Oh, hello, Crichton. Thank you. It's been a long series, 35 episodes to get to this point. Also expands all the way down the back. Oop, why is it not doing it? Just give you a little view. Ignore the fire that is raging on. 2 fires that have raged on now. Hope they're not connected and there's not an arsonist on the loose. But yeah, so this is the main city that we're working on and just building it up and just making each area look a little bit unique. So yeah, let's have the kind of, you know, what are those called? City gardens that, you know, communities build and things where people try to make it like better and more eco-friendly. There was a great thing on Vice News that I saw. Was it Vice or Vox? I think it was Vox, where these people were getting a handful of seeds and clay and soil, rolling up into a ball and lobbing them over like city walls and stuff to make a garden grow on the other side, which I thought was brilliant. Oh, got a bit distracted there, getting a bit overexcited about seeds. And there we go. Oh, Christ. Hello, everyone. And we're coming back to do the stones. I think, yes, let's make it like a proper city garden. Oh, no. Oh dear, maybe there is an arsonist on the loose. Oh dear, oh dear. And I'm going to very casually stop that there. There we go. Gonna wall that off. Oh. Should be like a blue flower pit. That would be quite nice. Bring everything together a little bit better. And let's have a look. Just really trying to make it look like, you know, one of those little inner city gardens. Nope, already used that one. No, it hasn't really worked, has it? See, this is the time you either go deep or you go home. Go large or go home. There you go. From space that will look a bit better. And if we get some trees going down, then we can just kind of cover that up. Let's use these ridiculous trees. There we go. Brings it back into the fold quite nicely. There you go. A bit more forgiving now, isn't it? That is how you use trees very wisely. Oh, oh. Here we go. We just want to cover up this kind of roughness of the squares. And there, see, it has its own like little area now. It looks all built in. Can we get one in the middle there? That's too much, isn't it? Yeah, no, that's too much. If we put one there, it would be way too much. Okay, so let's see. Let's see, how much more have we done? Oh man, where is old Rocker? Oh, he's gonna feel very privileged when he watches this back. You know what? I'm gonna save that area just for him. And so we are now going to go and do this little bit. Now, how can we jazzify this? See, the thing is, it's always just putting parks in and things, but that's pretty much most of the areas that you just need to bring in a little... Oh, is it that bad? Nah, that doesn't look right. Doesn't look right at all. So we're gonna get rid of that, and we're gonna push. Let's do a little push. Let's just do some kind of wisdomy, just some kind of whimsical thing, you know. Just doesn't have to make too much sense. It just has to kind of start blending into this area over here, and no, it doesn't make any sense. Just speckles of grass? No. I think maybe there and there. That looks kind of good. And then bring in the trees on top. There you go, and let's bring in just a teeny tiny rock. There's not really much in the way of like top tips going on tonight or anything, or any epic gameplay. Just solely just having a chillax and a rest after a sad day yesterday that we won't talk about. And it's what we need, a day of healing. Oh. Wonder if I can make that look like a concrete jungle-esque. Can this look like a concrete jungle? Yes, yes, I think we can. Because that already looks good. See, it's just bringing in more trees, because obviously we got rid of all the trees when we first moved in to this area. Because as you famously know, I like to carve out all my trees and then dump them all in, well, before they got burnt, into Squirrel Woods Industries. And now, just propping this back, that we have to just slightly bring in a tree where it makes sense to put a tree in. Just so it breaks up. So you can see like the difference between the two here. This one over here, where you put the trees, the extra little detail, and you just spent that little 5 minutes of detailing something, looks far better than when you haven't. And that is what these live streams are about, because I don't really know how to edit a video on detailing. And also I get to chat to you guys, find out what's been going on in your world. And so Andrew, if I was going to play another game, what game would you like to see me play? There's a question. Or if he's still here. Because I was thinking, Cities Skylines player plays Transport Fever 2 for the first time. Not sure, because that would kind of be on brand. Okay, liking that. Not loving that bit. Loving it a bit more now. So there we go. Brought through a path for people to get through, so it makes it more practical for people. Now we're just bringing in hella trees just to really jazz up the place. Good, you didn't see the product branding, so no product placement in this video. Oh, you see, I love that outdoor garden area he's got there. So we are going to save that building just purely because it's got that, and this because it's got parking out front. And oh no, is that affected? See, I wonder if I pull it through, do you reckon I'll lose the square? Because I don't want to have to lose I don't want to lose another square. I don't have to. Yes. Okay. Okay. Something has come through. So let's delete those. Let's pull that all the way through. How are we doing? Okay. Cool. Okay. Cool. It's allowing me to do that. That's fine. So now we bring back the trees because now we've got the path down. And here we go. You see, that makes a massive difference now that we've done a small amount of detailing. What was that, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes at the most? Oh, he's going to miss the pub going down. I have held out for him all this time. What are we looking for? We are looking for more resident homes. Cool. Let's bring in a load. And I like to make sure that these are different sections and stuff, so they're all different heights, and that way you get a nice variety of things. Let's pull that one back so people can cut through here and get to that. Get to the station. You should never say that or it, because they're not very good describing words, I found out this week. Like when someone says pass us that, you just, and if they don't point. Oh, and nice. Apparently nice is not a very good describing word. It's just very blasé, apparently. Very, very bland. Can we squish that? Yes, we can squish that. If you haven't got Parks and Bridges or this DLC, you need to get this DLC. It is very good. Squish that against there. Yeah. Oh, let's break that up actually. Okay, hold on. This method in the madness. And that's what we kind of wanted. Are they going to use that? I don't think they're going to use that. No, do not do that at all. Let's redo that. Hold on. Dish. 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 Ah, damn it. This is what happens when you do it live. It will naturally go wrong at some points. And here you go. So, okay, the path is being used though, so that's good. Let's have a look at the coverage. It's not being used to its fullest extent, so we're going to delete that one. I want something that takes up the whole thing. Here we go. It's a bit massive. Hold on. It's a good tree for covering up things. Where's my residential? Come on in. He says after he demolished it. Yeah, there we go. You ask and it shall be delivered. So there you go. This is what's called a desire line in architecture, where people who can't bother to go around the whole way just cut across. But one problem is they don't normally cut in a diagonal line like that. So we are going to make it look a bit more human bend in the road. There we go. Now you see here, we're going to bend that into that. We're going to click on that. Make that a historical building. Wonderful, that's perfect. That is exactly what I wanted. And I've got it. I've manifested what I wanted. Get in. And... oh, we can put a cheeky path along here. Hold on, let's see if we can bring that in. We're going to flick that over to a cement path. Also, bicycle lanes. What is the actual point in them in this game when they all cycle on the pavement anyway? Like that makes no sense to me. I thought he was going to help me prove my point, but nope. I feel like we could do something big there. But yeah, so a desire line here, if we were going to put one in, people would probably go... I love how at the beginning of this episode I said like, oh yeah, no, I don't use move it mod at all. Don't use it that much at all. I just like... yeah, so that would be a desire line. But because they're just coming up here and they're going cutting straight across here. But what we're going to do is we're going to make this like a private gardens just for these people. Boo them, I know. So let's have a look. It's a shame we don't have like yeah, definitely don't use Move It mod all that often, do I? Nope. No siree. So yes, so this is going to be a no. How did that even? How did that even occur? I guess we'll never know. And there we go. Perfect. Roughly. Now we're going to bring in the fence around this corner. And we've managed to delete the entire pathway, which is brilliant. It's really helped with that. Wonderful. Ah! Okay, it's getting late, and I have been on for an hour and 20. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's crack this. Okay, right. So let's push this over to here. Push that down. Second. Hold on. Let's have a look. Okay, got that. Yeah, I'm just thinking. You don't really normally see bendy fences, do you? Like in the real world. So why don't we... Oh, no. Why don't we do that? Probably going to get sent loads of pictures of bendy fences now. Let's bring you back in. Give you a bit of a wonk, but not too much of a wonk. Actually, that looked perfect. There we go. Okay, so we've got them private garden now. And now we go for the trees. There you go. Just mixes it up just a little bit. And when you look behind here, there is some kind of detailing off to the side. And you know what we're going to do here? We're going to bring in a prop that most people will want before they go get their train, which is a coffee bus, and that accidentally went down too fast. And we're going to push that there. There we go. We're going to put a coffee stall down and some nice benches. And there you go. That's a lovely ding. And yes, so, right. Let's carry on down. Where did we get those other lovely trees from? Let's put a random one of those in, just to give it a bit of variation. And there we go. We can see now that this area... See, so you're bringing more life into this area as well. Instead of forcing it to be these people to walk around the outside, you can actually make them come through into the middle of a scene that you're making, and you know, just really bring this area to life a bit more. I wonder as well if we can bring in a custom park area. Just a teeny one here, because it's kind of right for it. Bear with. Actually, if we do that, then that's part of the square complete. There we go, just even that out a bit more. There we go. And now, no, we're not going to use that one. Nope. That's the one. This is the one we're going to be bringing in for this section. We're going to be bringing a little bit of mud just so it ties off this area extremely well. So there we go, and we're going to bring in another fence around the outside, and then that shall do it. Make this area complete. So push you back there, push you over here, and push you down here. Wonderful. Like that. Okay. Now we're going to go back to the city parks and get those flowers and make this like a proper communal area. So let's put those along here. And we're going to be bringing them along here as well, just little planters. Grow some, imagine that someone's growing some kind of, I don't know, tomatoes or something. And then we're going to bring in trees to the rescue to just buffer this area out a little bit. There we go. And that has been buffered, but also gives you a bit of slight intrigue about what's going on over there. Also, we need to mix up the tree. Let's have a giant one. Or does that look ridiculous? Does that big old tree look ridiculous? Let's have a look. Quarter 2. No sign of old... No sign of him. Okay. Okay, so we said Old Rocker wanted to see this area into a pub type area with a pub garden. So let's see if we can do that. And I was going to get a mod, but I kind of forgot. So we're going to make our own pub. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make our own pub in this section, completely by scratch. So we're going to go leisure centre, boom, leisure district, and just don't want to ruin anything in that section there, or this section. Ah, no. And we're going to recall this the pub. There we go. Pub has been made, and we're going to make that a leisure district only, so we get more chance of a pub appearing. And let's have a look. That looks like the biggest square section. So let's go for it. Let's try and see what happens. And while that is doing that, what we're going to be doing is building another different type of fence. Probably a good... That's a good pub garden fence. I'm going to push that along there. And we're going to push that one up against there, and that one up against there. See, this is what the difference between working on console and PC does to you. Is that on the console, I guess you would have to spend hours and hours and hours just putting in the right fence along the right wall. I really need to turn this on silent when I do my lives. Shh. Hold on. Damn technology. Boom, silent mode. And here we go. Building a pub garden. So, pub gardens in England are just the quite essential best place on earth, really, and that's not an understatement. They're just lovely places just to chillax and hang with your friends and family and everything. Make that curve disappear. We're going to bring that up there. And you see, this did not take that long to do, but I guess on a console that would take ages to do. Oh, there's no commercial zones needed. What? Okay, maybe the pub will have to wait. Dun dun dun. Do we need to bring in a path? We do need to bring in a path. We're going to leave that in bit for... Guess there would be like multiple ways in. See, just to the pub garden bit, not to the actual pub. Okay, so we're going to have to move... Okay, you stay there so I can move this one down. You can go up here. Okay, so there are places where the whole family goes for like a Sunday roast, or like me and the boys go to reminisce and to just chat about nothing. And there we go. So we're going to save this top bit for... So they always have like a kids area, park area that you can just come dump the kids off at the end of the garden, and then have a chat with the guys inside. And let's see, what's most pub garden-y? I think this is going to be a good competition here. Good competition for pub. That's probably pub garden right there. Spread these about just willy-nilly. Or we're gonna have a look at our pub for the first time. Do miss a pub garden. And obviously the weather has been rubbish over here today, so I can't get in. And that looks more like an American dive bar than a pub. Although it does have parking. Nope. See, this is where you got to be real fussy about what you class as your thing. So yeah, these will be sporadic about the place, and there'll be like an outdoor bar. Oh yeah, an outdoor bar, I guess. So we're gonna have the main pub unit here. So I guess put like a sign direction post there, just for a bit of whimsy. And yes, so outdoor pub bar. Yeah, you saw this last week. No big surprise. What's going to come next? So that there'll be a little, just a mini stand. Nothing too major, but there'll be like a little size one like that. Then that would offer you beers and stuff that you can go get like bottled drinks and stuff from. So we're going to use the arcade queue here just to give this bit of whimsy. So if we line that one up there, then we bring this one over here. No, that doesn't. That looks ridiculous. We're going to be using a different one, which I think you've figured out kind of looks more adult. And here we go. Boom. Boom. Let's have that actually. Because it is just slightly a little bit too wide. There you go. So now that's kind of a feature without being a feature. How is the sound? Because I'm listening through new headphones, Andy. So I need a sound check. To me, it's sounding a bit loud in the old headphones. Oh, there's still more to be done. That's the problem with detailing. Once you start, it just shows giant bald patches. What happened to the businesses here? Why are all the businesses going? Why? Why are you doing this to me? Let's bring in some more people then. That's the thing, you take your eye off Skylines for just a second. And everything goes horribly wrong. Like, why is there low demand for business? Oh, how is the frame rate in that? So is it looking better? Because I got a new screen. Where's the pub? The pub, the pub, the pub. Okay, so we're going to need to bring in more people. They obviously cannot go anywhere near that section because they will all complain about the noise. So we're going to have to move down a little bit to try and find inspiration. And yeah, why not? Just bring that in there. Where's my pub? What if we make you 4 squares big? How about that? 4x4. I think that's the biggest square type in the game. 4x4. Don't know. Okay, so yes, something's coming in. I don't want to have a look. Let's have a big reveal when it's fully in. Yes. So city. Oh no, that's not. It's just generic props I want. I think it is generic props. And here we go. So there's always like a little park. I know these decoration videos are just becoming like more and more just basically me building tiny little parks everywhere. But, you know, this is the way of the pub. You come in, drop the little ones at the back so they can all play, and then you and your mate go get trolleyed. And that is how we do it over here. There we go, and we're going to pen them in. Or make it look at least like we've tried to pen the little little blessings in. So there we go. Oh no, no. There we go. And just gonna move that tad up a little bit. There you go, perfect. It's looking very beautiful, huh? Oh look. It's kind of pubby. Okay, for now that would do, and plus that also fits with my path going along here, so that's very good. So how about we make that go like that? Bring that in a little. There you go. It's not quite the same as the pub. But yeah. And I guess this would be like parking type thing. Ah, thank you. Then we're just going to bring in some sporadic trees just to, you know, So I was realizing the other days that there's a lot of trees out there, and that's going to be a sound bite and a half, isn't it? But yeah, so let's crack on. Let's just make. Don't really know what to do here apart from put down more tables and chairs. Feels like there's more tables and chairs than there is pub. So I like those like little pubs that you get with like they're like tiny on the inside, and then they've got this like massive back garden bit. And there's a brilliant one near where I live, and yeah, it's just fascinating because you're like, oh, there's not much to this, and then something's like, boom, massive back area, and you're like, whoa, could get lost out here. So here we go. As long as we don't look too closely at the sign, guess that would actually do. And so here we go. So let's have a look at the time. 40 is on now, so what have we done? How long have I been jibber jabbering? Way too long. Let's keep going for a little bit longer, I say. Just a little bit more longer. And let's push this to 11. Why not? Just to for American viewers who have just joined in on the craziness that is me decorating a city. Let's push it just a tad more. And let's bring that in. Because, you know, if you bring the path in like we were saying earlier, just repeating myself, so sorry if you're listening to this back, but this is for the new viewers. And if you bring path through it, it just gives a little bit more life to the area. Why ever not? Hold on, let's do a move it more trick. Push that back. And now hit it with a path. Yeah, there we go. That's a move it more trick and a half right there. And we're going to push this slightly over. There we go. As you can see, that just brings like little people down here, and they're just following the path all the way down. Then we just gotta spruce up with a couple. Not that type of tree, because that tree just sticks out too much in my mind. And I've accidentally killed off that building yet again. It's been a common theme on tonight's thing. So what you got to just remember is just to, if you're using the Move It mod, just to double check you haven't destroyed someone's house. Nope, it's going to come back. So there we go. Perfect. Let's not spend too long on this area because it's straightforward. That's too big a tree. Way too big a tree. Come on. Different tree now. And, oh, thank you very much. We'd love to have you come and visit. Okay. So it's just here randomly. So if we do that, if we chuck it over one square, then we can get a dirt path behind here. Keep making it a little bit larger, a little bit bigger, and just a little bit more custom than what it once was. Someone has walked all the way around for no reason. And yeah, we'll keep that a walled garden type thing, so that it's all protected and it all stays really nicely intact. It's just boom! Ah, get in. First time. Nice odd little shape going on. Oh, we could push that back actually. There we go, that's wonderful. Nice odd shape. And now we're just going to bring in a few colourful trees, and that way got another type of area down. I wonder if is there any... No. See, there is a lack of statues in this game. Like, honestly, it just does annoy me a little bit. And here we go, bring in just more of this, I guess, Japanese type feel. Or non-Pacific Asian type feel, and there you go, just try and build in... I need the tree spinny decorator. If you know what I mean, that random app that makes the tree spin, because that would make everything a little bit more beautiful. Oh, actually, I do have work tomorrow as well, so that's going to be a big thing. I will need to hang up at some point, because I've actually got to go back in the office for a change. I know. Major news. Okay, I don't know. And also, I feel like my creativity has kind of gone down the drain a little, because that just... It's a bit random now. We're going to pretend like it got really too successful as a garden, and it started to leak out onto the streets. Pop one there. Go on, go on, go on. Let me do it, let me do it. Oh! Oh. I did do it, but then it died instantly. Sorry. So there we go. We're not going to get a pathway through there, are we? Oh, oh. Oh, yes, yes we are. That is intriguing. Yes, let's build a back way in to the garden. Everyone loves a back way in. Makes you feel a bit more VIP. And it also mixes up just a tad. There we go. We just bring back the fence. I'm going to push the fence a bit more further down now. And no, I can't get the fence past that building, so I'm going to move it up a little. And there we go. I don't care about the university. That was a couple of episodes ago. We've done that. Malarkey. Okay, so now you can see that it just makes it a bit more of a unique shape. Should we include one around here? Yeah, you know what, now we've done that one. Let's just go ahead and change our mind on all the design that we've just done. And here we go, bring it in. And yes, wonderful. Oh, actually, let's move that over. Perfect. And move that up. Wonderful. There you go, that's now looking much better. And now we're just going to smash this area full of trees. And while we smash this area of trees, maybe you could help smash that like button to make this video even more awesome and popular, and it would really help me out if you did, because that would be super cool, and it makes me feel awesome that I know people actually like the stuff that I'm making, or if I need to make a change, that is also a good reason to smash the dislike button. And two. Just drop these in. Should drop a normal tree in. There we go. There we go. So he arrives. The prodigal son returns. I'm really sorry, old rocker, when you watch this back tomorrow, you will realise I did wait for you as long as I could. But obviously, you know, family, life, and friends come first before this. So, yeah, we made the pub. We made the pub, old rocker, just for you. This is my kind of vanilla version of the pub. It's kind of one of those pubs that's kind of like really small, but then has one of those really big beer gardens on the outside. And then we've just been basically detailing a couple of areas, like filled in this area, come over to the school here, filled in this area. Then we just basically brought a bit of life and trees and stuff. This is the most impressive bit I think we've done so far. Right down here. I just realised we need to bring in these bits a bit more. But yeah, we've just been doing a bit of detailing in the area. Where else we detailed? This area down here. And then we built a small community garden, I guess you would call it there, like a little courtyard. Add yeah, so we're just finishing off by bringing in this like kind of non-Pacific Asian type area of trees. And ironically, I think I'm gonna call it a night in a sec. It's getting very hot and sweaty in here because when you got, it's a nightmare with a PC because it is like a little central heating system. And during the winter, it's lovely because it's just like having a fire on. But obviously during summer months, not as pleasant. And then you need fans and all this to keep everyone cool inside the building, which is above my sound engineering skills of how to bring that all in. Are they back over? Just trying to think of ideas mainly for little areas to fill in. It's kind of the biggest thing. Oh, got bedtime reminder popped up. And there we go. We're going to pop some trees where we can. It's not really enough. I guess we could do like an Occupy Wall Street type movement somewhere in the middle of the city with loads of tents and stuff from the campsite DLC. But you know, there's just... Why? Why have we not connected this up? This baffles me. Probably because I put it on the fixed in post list. And there we go. Nice little whimsical path. I feel like that should do that. I've probably lost every business going. No, they're still good. I think they're still good there, hopefully. Oh no, that's actually crossing the line, so we're going to pull that back just a little bit to do that. And yeah, we lost the businesses. It's okay, they'll be back. They always come back. And yes. I think that ought to do it for today. Just because I'm feeling like I'm running out of steam. I'm just creating loads of tree parks. But it's starting to, well, it's not starting, it's looking really, really good at the moment. I'm just going to finish off this tiny little area that's bugging me. Because this needs some a few more trees. This is where we first started today. And we're going to finish on it by just finishing up by bringing in a little bit more detail over here. And here we go. We're just going to bring in just a few more of those. Just to bring in that area. And along here as well. Okay, yeah, we decided that was going to be normal. And this side was going to be all funky. So there you go. That is the theatre district put back in. And I think that is where I'm going to leave it. Because I am running out of inspiration. So let's go into summary mode. Oh, that's bulldozer mode. We don't need bulldozer mode. Well, make me jealous, why don't you? Jeez. They've been closed for months around here. Had to just do the old Tesco's and make your own pub. Well, I made my own gaming room, so, you know, there's pros and cons to everything. And yes, this is where I'm going to leave this session of detailing. And as you can see today, we've gone... Why is that all wibbly wobbly? Oh no, it's just our pub. It's just our pub playing tricks on us and getting easy marketing. So, as you can see today, we've just done a little bit of detailing around the outsides. That just adds a little bit better thing. So if we compare these two, one area that's been done to one area that hasn't been done, it looks much, much better. But obviously, I have started to run out of ideas. And I need some more. So if you've got any great ideas, if you want to at me on your Instagrams with them, or send me, or tweet me ideas to put into the city, that would be wonderful. All the social things are in the description down below, so you can follow me on all the main socials, apart from TikTok, because I'm over 30 and we're not allowed on. And yes, this is looking really, really wonderful. I also got a new screen, so how does it compare? I think it looks better and sharper. Yeah, I got slightly depressed over the weekend with another person getting married and another kid being born and me here with nothing. So I decided to go, you know what? I'm going to treat myself. I got myself a new screen and some nice headphones. And that was a bit of a tangent in the summary section. I did see your Blackpool Harbour comment, and that is a great shout. We should make this into the Golden Mile. We should actually do that. Sorry, I haven't replied back. 1 second. We have not. That is a great idea. And like I said, I was asking for ideas for things. So we are going to create this, and this is going to be, I think they call it the Golden Mile, isn't it? Is it the Golden Mile? Golden Mile. It's like the Golden Mile, Blackpool, and then there's like nothing else. That's not how you spell golden. Golden. Golden Mile. That's probably wrong too. Don't quote me on it. I'm dyslexic, so leave me on my spelling down there. But yeah, this is definitely looking like we could do some kind of form of tourism, and we do need to bring in the boats and stuff, like harbour boats, to bring in more. Like we've got a huge tourist town over here that I feel is being underutilized. Underutilized. And yes, so we do also need to bring in our medieval section over here as well. So yeah, let's put some notes down. Let's put some notes in this section. So medieval. We'll do this whole bit here. It's like medieval, ye olde bit of city. Because I feel that. There you go. So so next time when we pick this up, we can have a look and go, oh, yes, there is a note here that says that we must do this. That's how we do our note planning today via this section. It never happened. Plus, I'm not qualified. The only thing I will say is the trouble with that England is they always seem to try and walk it in, and that is my official stance. So yes, we got this, and we got ye olde section. Would help if I could type today. Section. There you go. Perfect. Wonderful. So we're going to make the Golden Mile and the ye olde section. Okay. I'm going to have to start planning. I mean, that's going to be fairly easy, the Golden Mile, because we've got the Eiffel Tower somewhere, if I'm being really pretentious about how it's spoken and said. Where's the Eiffel Tower? Eiffel Tower. That we can always pretend as the Blackpool Tower. No. Where is the Eiffel Tower? Oh, it's in landmarks, isn't it? Of course, of course. There you go. We could pretend that's that, and got some ye olde bits, I think, in here as well, which will go down well. Oh dear, it's starting on now. So yeah, it is time for me to go to beds. I believe. I think that's the ends. Oh, I wish. I'm doing the marathon training, so no beer for me. I had a couple of beers on Saturday night, and that's it. Saturday night is cheat night, or Friday night. One of the nights is cheat night, just to keep me sane. But other than that, no beer here. It's all on the old fashions and the hard spirits, because they're more dilutable and they don't last. They don't make you feel as bad as in the morning when you're training for a long, long marathon to do. So yes, there we go. We've done another session. It's actually really looking really good now. And actually, I don't know what I'm going to do about this. I feel I need to texturize this somehow. Actually, I've just seen it out the corner of my eye and just can't let it go. I mean, it's a field, so we're just gonna try, and it's like meant to be like a sports field, so I guess I'm gonna try and make it look like grass a little, just from when. Ooh, zoomed out way too fast then. And there we go. Yes, that looks a bit better. So yeah, suggestions on a postcard / write them down in the comments down below about future ideas to put in some detailing and things like that. Maybe like Occupy Wall Street type movement here in like the financial bit. Just pretending this is the financial bit, and that'd be quite that'd be quite funny to do, making a protest movement march in the city. And yeah, so gonna work on ideas for Ye Olde section and the Golden Mile going to be coming up. Thank you, Old Rucker, and thank you everyone for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your week. Obviously, this is a new screen. I was waiting for my new screen before I did any more recordings, so I'm going to be doing a recording sometime in the future. Hopefully I'll get it up by Thursday. If not, I will see you on the next one. Good night, and have a lovely rest of your evening. And we must remember to save your game. And yes, I will catch you all on the next one. Goodbye. Bye, guys. Have a good evening. Bye, guys and girls, and everyone watching. Have a great time, and remember to be kind out there and awesome and everything. And